साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्।
Dear devotees, you are about to embark on the greatest journey of your life, a journey to the core of your inner being. Please, all in a low voice, follow the Omkar and let your mind reach a quietude of silence. All together, let us repeat the pranava. Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out, in, out. Now, open your eyes and and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle. Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel a warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord, my arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head, and the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow. My eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me, I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Now, bring into your mind's eye and send your light of love to all the creatures of the world, all the animals and insects, creatures that fly or crawl, all of them are God's creatures. Send your light of love now to those whom you dislike or whom you think dislike you. Send your love, send your light of love to them. The same Atma in you is also in them. Let them feel the radiance of your light. Let them feel the radiance of your love. Now, into your mind's eye, bring those you love, your spouse, children, relations, friends, whoever. Bathe them with the divine glow of your love. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. You have shared your love with the world. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
And welcome to our special Easwaramma Day program. Here is the brief outline of our program today. After the Bhajans, the SSC and Balukas children will do the performances. This will be followed by distribution of certificates by the gurus, and this will be followed as usual by the Aarti and thought of the day. Our program is expected to finish at around 10:45. Sit back and enjoy. Jai Sai Ram.
सर्वाय धीमहि तन्नः सत्यः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Eka Omkar Satnam Karta Puraka Nirbhav Nirvair Akal Muraka Ajuni Saiban Guru Prasad Japa Ad Sacha Jugad Sacha Heavy Sacha Nanak Hosi Bhi Sacha.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gananam Tva Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyesharajam Brahmana Brahmanaspatana शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजनीवती दीनामविक्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु नन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः यात इषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्यायातवतया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशी या विशुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे पुंस्वी पुरुषं जगत शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशा चावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत अद्य वोचदति भक्ता प्रथमो देव्योऽभिषक अहीगुश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैश्वागुं हेरयीमहे असौ यो भसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपादृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीरुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनस्वमुपयोराग्नियोजाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतद्गदनुस्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु दे निशील्यशल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विजृम्भणुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुं अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीनुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते ननुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अश्वायुधाय नागताय विष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव तन्वने परिते तन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् गृणक्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिगुणान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः ॐ शान्ति 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 जगतोद्धारणी माता दुर्गा जगतोद्धारणी
Day celebration. It's also celebrated as Children's Day. So we're going to start with a procession, followed by the pledge, and then we're going to have a great treat for you all. So I'm going to welcome all the SSC and Bal Vikas children to come in with their banners, and I'm sure Zaina, she's got some great music planned in the background when they come in. So I will welcome all the SSC children. A hand of applause would be absolutely appreciated. They're all going to be standing together on the stage. So if all the younger kids can come in the front as well. Come on in. Come in the front. So the theme for this year was sacrifice, the highest virtue. So the children from Bal Vikas have been incorporating acts of sacrifice in their daily life, and that's why you can see all the fire or the orange and the yellow, because the sacrificial ritual of yagna, of fire, is where we're going to put all our bad qualities in there. Please bless us today on this auspicious day, whilst we commemorate the humble life of Mother Easwaramma, who is the embodiment of selfless love and sacrifice. Her 3 wishes have helped set an example for mankind and the human race. She helped people by providing them with the basic necessities of life, like clean drinking water, education, and medical facilities, which we now take for granted as it's readily available to us. We express our humble gratitude to you, O Mother of the Divine, O Mother of the Universe, our Koti Koti Pranam. As I said earlier, Easwaramma Day is also celebrated as Children's Day. Let us bring the child within us. As a treat, there is also ice cream, which is going to be served on your way out. So do help yourself to great treats. When we go to the National Easwaramma Day program, there's always one thing that we remember, which is, what is it, children? What is it? What did we have for National Easwaramma Day, for the celebrations?
Ice cream.
There we go. So there's ice cream even today for everyone, not just the children, but for the adults as well. We're going to start with the pledge, which has been recorded by Krisha. So once the recording starts, if we can repeat back, that would be great.
Dearest Swami,
Dearest Swami,
we, the children of the United Kingdom,
we, the children of the United Kingdom,
stand before you with all our love to take this pledge.
stand before you with all our love to take
I
this
promise to love, honour and obey
I promise to love and obey
my mother and father at all times.
my mother and father at all times.
I promise to be always truthful, gentle and kind
I promise to be always
in my thoughts, words and actions.
my thoughts, words, and actions.
I promise to be of help and comfort
I promise to be a help
to those who are in need in my country and the world.
to those.
I promise to do my best in all that I do in my daily life. And remember to be thankful for all that I receive.
And remember to be thankful for all that I receive.
Dearest Swami, I pray with all my love for your presence today and always.
Siren. Right, I'm going to request all the children to leave this stage now, and we're going to perform our different acts, so they're going to just get themselves prepared.
Saidam.
So the next act that we're going to bring forward to you is by the SSE children. It's an act about sacrifice. From a point of view of an SSE student, the Balvikas are going to bring to stage the small acts of sacrifice the students of SSE can carry out in their day-to-day life. Thereafter, following this path of righteousness that Swami has taught us through SSE and Balvikas. This will help to perform and do bigger and more serious acts of sacrifice in the future. If the noble act of sacrifice is instilled in our integrity from a tender age, we will be devotional adults free from pride, ego, and unhappiness. So I'm going to welcome on stage Dian Pancholi, who is going to take over from here and who is the compare for the rest of the act. So let's welcome Dian Pancholi on stage. I will find out where he is.
Saidam, my humble salutations at the lotus feet of Satya Sai Baba. I'm Dian Pancholi and I'm a Group 2 Balvika student from Leicester, representing Region 4. We have brought you a few acts to showcase the quality of sacrifice, which is the theme of today's program. Sacrifice, the highest virtue. Focusing on how we can give up our time or other resources for others. Mother Easwaramma is a true embodiment of sacrifice and virtue. Her sacrificial acts carried out in her life are exemplary to date, and that's why we are celebrating her life. Dear Swami, Please accept this small contribution from Region 4 to show our love for you and celebrate the life of the Mother of the Lord. What is sacrifice? I have sacrificed a game of football today to attend this lovely program, but it has been all worth it as I'm already having so much fun. We travelled in a coach from Leicester, singing, sharing food and having lots of laughter. I'm so glad I attended this event as I can watch the highlights of the match later on. By sacrificing the football game, I gained some valuable lessons which I'll cherish for a lifetime. To continue with the fun, can anyone in the audience crack these countdown conundrums? You'll have 30 seconds to solve each one. Here's the first conundrum. Do you think you've got the conundrum yet? Well, the answer is sacrifice. So we now move on to the last conundrum. This is your last opportunity to crack it. Come on, this is the last one. You can do it. The answer is determination. Well done to those who cracked the conundrums. For those who didn't, maybe you'll get lucky next time. Swami says the real spirit of giving to society and the community, the wealth, knowledge and skills one possesses is the true yajna, sacrificial rite. Life itself is a yajna, to make human life an oblation in the sacred fire of duties, and actions itself a yajna. To get rid of one's bad qualities is yajna. Every individual who seeks to lead an ideal life to achieve bliss and attain self-realization has to cultivate the spirit of sacrifice. Satya Sai speaks. Let us burn all the impurities of the mind, such as ego, pride, anger and hatred, through the fire of devotion and knowledge. Once these qualities are burnt, there is peace, calm, humbleness and modesty, leading to being a good human being. let us hear what the Region 4 Balvika students have done in their day-to-day activities to incorporate the quality of sacrifice, the highest virtue of life.
I would have played football and Lego if I weren't attending C, but it's worth that sacrifice so I can learn about Baba's teachings to become a better human being.
If I wasn't going Balvikas, I would enjoy playing football with my friends, but because I attend Balvikas, I learn how to be a kind, helpful, sharing girl. I learn the human values as well. Saira.
I like going Balvikas because I can listen to stories and doing colouring.
If I wasn't attending Bhagans on Sunday mornings, I would be at David Lloyd Gym playing tennis or swimming and maybe seeing my grandparents. I enjoy learning about the 5 human values at Bhagans and learning about the ancient stories. I also like learning about the different festivals. Om Sai Ram. If I wasn't attending Bhagans on Sunday mornings, I would be swimming, playing tennis, or spending time with my grandparents. I enjoy learning the prayers and the 5 human values at Bhagans. I also enjoy the activities and learning more about being a good person. Om Sai Ram. If I didn't go to Bhagans, then I would be playing cricket in the park. Because I go to Bhagans, I learn the 5 human values and use them in my day-to-day life. I also learn new bhajans and stories that I like. I enjoy Bhagans. Saida.
I'm here to tell you why I attend Bhagans. I attend Bhagans because they teach me new prayers and the 5 values: love, peace, truth, right conduct, and non-violence. Jai Sai Ram.
If I didn't attend Balvikas, I would be playing tennis with my younger sister outside in my back garden. Now that I attend Balvikas, I can learn about Swami, about his family, and the 5 human values and their sub-values, and that would help me in my life. Sai Ram.
If I wasn't going to Bhagans, I would be going to my kickboxing lessons. But because I attend Bhagans, I learnt about world religion and holy scriptures, such as the Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita. So it's time worth sacrificing for my own spiritual upliftment. Jai Sai Ram.
I would have been doing swimming lessons, but it is worth the sacrifice as I learn important life lessons and vital values.
I attend Bhagans because it teaches us how to be kind to people. Jai Sai Ram.
I do hope you all enjoyed our small contribution from Region 4. This is a small contribution from Region 4 to bring to life the quality of sacrifice in our day-to-day lives. Sacrifice has a much deeper meaning in real terms, but it's very difficult for us students to comprehend at this tender age of Balvikas. We, the group of Region 4, have tried to bring to stage the small acts of sacrifice we can carry out as students of Balvikas to thereafter follow this path of righteousness that Swami has taught us through Balvikas to do bigger and more serious acts of sacrifice in the future. Jai Sai Ram.
Earlier, this was the performance that they did for the National Easwaramma Day on 7th of May, and they've kind of re-performed again without any practice. So we do apologise if we were disoriented or we were looking for people around. But we've tried our level best to re-perform the same act that we did last Saturday, where we did go in the coach and we had lots of fun, and I'm sure there will be some photos which will be displayed on the widescreen. So another hand of applause for these lovely children who came to the coach and performed in the exams and all the other commitments, this is the best we could perform, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you everyone, you did a very, very good job. Well done. Now you can sit down and enjoy the programme, and some ice cream as well at the end. So these children, as I mentioned earlier, have been performing little acts of sacrifice. You had some of the Coventry children. Because we performed this as a region, we included the videos of the children from Coventry who gave you a little glimpse of what it's like to come to Balvikas and the little sacrifices they're doing, or managing their time better would be a better way of saying it. But I guess these small acts, if we can incorporate it in children's minds from a tender age, then going forward they'll be able to do bigger acts of sacrifice and bigger acts of surrender. We also did an activity beforehand, wherein everyone, all the children, gurus, parents, devotees, wrote little acts of sacrifice like an oath, and we stuck them in the card, which Rupa Ben has done the final piece, which is beautiful. And this was also displayed in displayed from Region 4. So that was another thing that we did. There was a competition that took place, which was the poem and the poster competition, and we had winners from our region here. In fact, we had winners from our centre here, so it's a very proud moment for all of us. But we have, now it's the time to appreciate and honour these students, as well as the other students from our Balvikas. I would love to welcome Vijay Bhai and Vinod Bhai, our centre president, to do the honours, and Vijay Bhai is going to give us a brief explanation about what took place in these projects and why these certificates have been given out. So we welcome our very own Vijay Bhai, our Group 3 teacher who's been there for years and years, providing so much knowledge and imparting education, not just to the children, but to us gurus as well. So welcome Vijay Bhai.
This is really just to explain a little bit about what we do in the later groups, the group 3, year 1 and 2 and 3. So these are mainly high school students who study a lot of scriptures and human values and religions from the world. And as a final project, they have to prepare an essay. Okay? And they can work with other wings like SSC or spiritual or Seva. So we're going to hand out the certificates, and I also have the certificates, as Miraben said, about the poster competition. So we'll call them not in any particular order. So these are children from my last year's class. Zoe Ashworthy. In addition to their academic subjects, they also dedicate time, effort, including the SSC class, and on the top they do the project. So it's extremely tough. Next we have a very special person, Vibha Ramchandran.
What was the topic of the project that was done by these students?
So in group 3, year 2 and 3, they're given 10 topics. They can choose from Swami's teachings, and a lot of them chose good company. leads prayers in SSE. Next, Vidya Janki. No, Vidya is not here, but is Priyaben can receive her certificate. So along with the certificates, they have their marks in their essay. Shreya Shah. We see here the future SSC teachers, future leaders, future doctors, lawyers, police officers. Meda Chenakumaran. Meda is here, coming from the balcony. When I was interviewing, my children last year, a lot of them actually said they're interested in joining as SSE Gurus. So keep my fingers crossed. So the last student from my class, Sai Amartya Gadya.
He's not here, so I'll take it on his behalf.
So the next class is Rupa's class. Unfortunately, she's not feeling well today. So I'm just going to hand out the certificates. Soumya Janakumaran.
What was Rupa Ben's class doing to deserve these certificates?
So these are the final year of Group 3. Wow. And they work, in addition to the writing the essay, they also work in affiliation to one of the wings. Okay. You may remember when they did the Seva with Bridge. So we had a fantastic, overwhelming response. Isha Samani. Can you come to that and receive?
Quite a few students have not been able to complete other commitments like GCSE exams, school exams, cricket, and other sporting activities. So they're normally there.
Mahima Janki.
We'll have Priya Ben again come and collect on her behalf. So Mahima and Vidya, because they're based in London, so they do online classes, so sometimes they're not physically present here. And loads of students from SSE do virtual classes, and that's why you see the parents on the class.
Sairam. It's been a tough lockdown. All I have to say, I never understood the power of Swami's love. The Sai organization is Swami's power of love, hope and faith. I got told of by Miraben a lot, but I know that telling off is Swami's protection when you trust his divinity in the people he's chosen to work for him. Thank you. Vijay Bhai, Rupa Ben, you kept me going through the lockdown. You've kept all the children going. All the teachers, SSE teachers, Easwaramma, your love is so powerful. You made Swami do so much loving work. Mother's love is amazing. Thank you. And Father's love.
Soumya Vijay.
Oh yes, Soumya's not here either.
Okay, so we'll have to send this to Vijay. Lastly, Achintya Shah. Miraben said about the poster competition for sacrifice. So we had from our own Leicester the first prize for Meghna Shankaran.
But we'll pass it on to her. But that's her poster, which you can see. It was displayed even on the invitation which went out for the National Easwaramma Day. The poster along with the details of the invite. So a big hand of applause for Meghna for creating such a beautiful spot and winning the first competition nationally. And it's the first ever time that Region 4 has won this competition, and Leicester, being part of the Region 4, has been, you know, the first time winners of this competition. So another hand of applause for our centres. Well done.
And second prize also went to Leicester, the Rural Prize. Soumya Vijayan again.
Yes, and that's her poster. I know it's a bit difficult to see because of the lights, but it's Mother Teresa holding a baby and showing acts of sacrifice. And it's not very clear here, but I'm sure once the lights are off, if there is a possibility of doing the lights off, you'll be able to see it better, because she's done a sketch and she got the second prize for this winning entry. As Mother Teresa and Easwaramma, all embodiments of sacrifice, charity. Well done to Soumya as well.
Finally, just a little bit away from SSC, I just wanted the audience to give a big round of applause to Sanjay Bhai today to hold the fort for the rhythm. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vijay Bhai and Vinod Bhai. We're now coming to the end of our program, so we're going to have the thought of the day. We're going to have the thought of the day by one of the SSC students, if she wants to come forward. Meda? She's going to do a live thought of the day. Usually we have the thought of the day, which is on the screen, you hear the voices. Priya Ben, who is our thought of the day coordinator, she's sitting there collecting week on week the audio recordings, trying to type them onto the Word document and send them to the PA team so they can place it, you know, on time. So there's a lot of effort that goes in, and all the gurus as well, helping the children and the parents as well, recording it. So a big thank you to all, and a big thank you to the PA team as well for compiling together. So I'm handing it over to Medina.
Sairam. For beings immersed in the world, there are two obstacles that must be overcome: the craving for animal desires and the craving of the tongue. Every one of you must conquer these, so long as they persist. They cause sorrow. These are the causes of all sins, and sin is the manure on which Maya delusion thrives. Those aspiring for liberation should subdue the senses. To conquer these desires, whatever activity you do, eating, walking, studying, serving or moving, you should perform them in the belief that they lead you to the presence of God. Every action should be done in a spirit of dedication to the Lord. Satya Sai Baba, Om Shri Sai Ram.
Since I'm here, I might as well do the announcements as well. The announcements for today is that I spoke about the beautiful Bal Vikas program that we did in the National Easwaramma Day celebration, which was in Bushi on the 7th of May. Well done to all the children for your wonderful efforts, along with the teachers, as well as the parents and all the other devotees, as well as the PA team who helped a lot with the IT side of things. So a hand of applause for everyone. Next Sunday, we'll be celebrating the festival of Buddha Purnima, so we would love all of you to come back again and continue with the celebration and the spirituality. Also next Sunday, we have a study circle session, which will look to share a further gem from Swami's letters to devotees. The theme of Swami's message is Man is God. Please do join us for the study circle next week. I shall take your leave, and thank you very much. Don't forget, there's an ice cream one waiting there. Help yourself to some ice cream, and enjoy the Children's Day. We're going to have the Vibhuti Mantra as well as probably the Brahma Arpanam as well, because we're going to eat, and the Aarti. And the Aarti.
Swami Sai
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।